What's going on, everybody? This is going to be coming out a little bit later than I expected, but I still want to make sure I get something out for today. Hopefully, y'all's day is going well. And for this video, for this specific episode of my journey to Ace rank, I couldn't think of any specific character that I would like play out of the ordinary from who I usually play. Because right now I'm still struggling to go ahead and rank up. Got All Might right there. I feel like I need to grab him because I think he was attacking one of my teammates. But anyways, that's besides the point. Getting off topic. Couldn't decide who I wanted to go ahead and play for today, so I just decided just to go with one of my mains, strike Shigaraki, and just hop into ranked. And lucky me, I just so happened to go ahead and run into other players who also felt like playing other fellow villains. So I feel like theming this episode around the My Villain Academia arc they had. So I'm calling this episode My Villain Ultra Rumble. I think that has a nice ring to it. So we are fighting this team of All Might, Bakugo, and who's the third person? I can't remember who the third person was. Was it Strike Dobby? It might have been Strike Dobby. But yeah, so we started in the, you can see this is the collapse zone, I believe. Yeah, we started in the collapse zone, and we were going to go ahead and, do the usual strat, but we just started off fighting. So, by this point in time, both teams was backing off each other, so we just took this as an opportunity to back up and go to the next area to loot up. I believe nobody was at the bridge. I consider the bridge as an area in itself. I don't think anybody was at the bridge, so I figured the best thing I could do is go over here, go ahead and loot up, and go from there. Pretty sure you already know this, but Shigaraki, strike Shigaraki. If you can avoid fighting with him in the beginning, do so. He's okay. They made his base game better, in previous updates, but don't mean you should just stay at level 1. Definitely level up if possible. So this whole entire episode of my little Ace rank grind is just gonna be villains, which brings me to a topic I would love to discuss with you guys. How do you guys feel about the villains currently? I feel like, especially in this season, you see how strong the villains are, or how strong they're becoming as the game goes on and it thrives. Like, at first, when the game first started, the villains felt lackluster because the heroes easily had like twice as many characters to play as compared to the villains, and this felt very lackluster. But as time goes on, they start adding more people, twice, all for one, overhaul, and adding little buffs here and there for the villains as well. In my honest opinion, the villains feel very, very strong this season, and they're only going to get stronger. So I can't wait, honestly. Especially when they add characters like Stain or Muscular. You could add Gentle and Brava in there. Although, do you think they would make like an anti-hero like section to fit that character? It's like they started off as like villains, but like they weren't really villains at the same time. Or Stain, for an example, like. You can make the argument he's just pure villain or whatever, but I would also say he's like vigilante / anti-hero or whatever. So do you think they would just have like their own section, or they would just go into the villain side of things? But I don't know. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. I would also like to go ahead and hear what villain characters would y'all be specifically looking forward to seeing, or what villain variants, like All for One Shigaraki or Young All for One. Something that they would have different abilities or something like that. I think it'd be pretty cool to hear y'all's thoughts about that. But yeah, I personally think that villains feel super, super strong this season. And the more and more I think about it, they're only going to get much stronger. So, let's talk more about this game. I don't know who I KO'd, I'm not going to lie to you. I was kind of just yapping away, telling y'all my thoughts. So I don't know who I even downed here. So we got an Aizawa phone. My team went forward to the aquatic zone. This Ida, I was trying to catch him. Man, but he in speed mode. Unless you a rapid character, or a character with great mobility, and even then, you still have a 50-50 chance on catching him. So my team backs up and go over here, because I believe we're trying to chase down the Ida. We're trying to take him down. But no luck. I caught this overhaul slipping. So I just laid down just Floor of Decay for him. I'm going over here to go ahead and get my twice back up. That Aizawa clone came out of nowhere. And by this point, Overhaul is going to head into the storm and try to do Overhaul things. And first, I make sure to prioritize getting my teammate up. And then after that, I'm like, nah, we can't let them go stay in the storm. They stay in the storm, they'll come back and hit us with double gamma or something. Grab them right now. Give them nothing but straight up purple and black hands. That's just what I did. This person was probably mad at me for chasing them all the way into the storm, but it felt like a necessity, especially since they were playing Overhaul. Because he still is capable of just, chilling in the storm and healing, whether it's special action related or he, had enough HP to go and use a small heal or something. Plus, this is still kinda early, kinda mid-game, so the storm isn't doing too much damage. So he definitely could have survived in there if I didn't pressure him. So by this point, yeah, I would say we're roughly a half point or slightly above half point before, the circle. Yeah, the circle has like 2 more stages before it fully closes to where it's end game. So me and my team push forward, and honestly, our teamwork here is what really stuns me. Thank you for the hyper armor, Shigaraki, because goodness, I can't stand freaking Overhaul Gamma. But that's gonna play a part. That's so gonna play a part. Trust me when I say it's gonna play a part. But yep, got that Overhaul over the Deku wall, which I'm not sure why he would stay put there. Because even if that was a actual obstacle, Shigaraki's decay has no problem overcoming obstacles. So this Deku finally came down with a beta. I just started lining up the numbers on him because he's just right there. He made it super easy. Don't just randomly do beta as Strike Deku. It makes you super easy to catch. Do it in a scenario where people are crowded together and you're gonna hit people or get the max input on your beta. Because you're doing it out of nowhere and you miss it, you'll be left open for people to go ahead and beat down on you. So don't want that. By this point, I believe I saw one of Twice's clones attacking in that general direction, so I started throwing some alphas, hoping to go ahead and catch somebody. So by this point, I got Shigaraki maxed out on alpha, maxed out on beta. Gamma, I typically use Gamma for versatility, mobility. I don't really use it for damage, but it does come in clutch when I see somebody in Plus Ultra, and I'm like, hey, let me go ahead and grab you real quick. It's finding this Shigaraki in Plus Ultra mode, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kinda terrifying. Because then he has armor on his skill, so he's gonna go through most of the things you throw at him, and if you don't actively dodge him, he's going to grab you. And then that's just GG's at that point. So Deku's clone, or Twice's clone of Deku attacking somebody. I lay down the floor of decay for this Shigaraki, and he goes plus chaos. Which, oof, I wouldn't have agreed with that move unless he added a Gamma right behind it. That's something else I noticed, doing Shigaraki's beta, if you don't activate Gamma right afterward, you're stuck in that end animation, which makes you easy to hit. So if you have a Gamma on standby, definitely use it. Look at those numbers. Just watching the numbers jump, it's just satisfying. So I popped up on this team, and right now we're just, 3 teams left. Who is the last team? Because there's on my right here, I thought I saw a Kurashima or something. Man, he was messing me up with those types of smashes. Aizawa got brought back, which would explain why there is no Aizawa clone anymore. Okay, by this point, I'm using my environment to get around this Kendo, because her claps, they hurt. Alright, so I'm trying to use any type of mobility options and my environment to get around her and still output damage, which, thanks to Twice, he was able to help keep her in my decay for a good while and get the KO. So I hit the team heal in case they may need it. I definitely needed it, and I start throwing alphas to catch them in my decay while they're picking up loot. I always throw Shigaraki's decay over the loot of somebody's dead body or partner or whatever, because they're bound to go ahead and try to pick up that loot or pick up that card. So I just throw decay all over that area, so if they do try to go get it, they're gonna get it at a cost. Like right here, perfect example. So by this point, yeah, we already got 1 or 2 clones. I think we just have the Kendo clone right now, but we did have 1 or 2 clones, and we just end up just teaming up on these guys. Yeah, letting Twice clone. If Twice is on your team, great move. If you're going against Twice, never let bro clone. It's a Kurashima. Okay, I knew I was pretty sure there's a Kurashima somewhere. He got caught lacking in the decay and everything. Also, shout out to my teammate for using Purple Dabi, because I always thought to myself that Red Shigaraki and Purple Dabi was such a great duo combo. But also Red Dabi is also a good combo with Red Shigaraki as well. But Purple, he's meant to block you off from escaping, while Shigaraki wants you to pretty much run away from him as he's doing his beta and alphas. So if you can't escape because of Dabi and Shigaraki is just decaying the floor, what do? Simple. You lose. It's GG's by that point. But yes, that I thought that was. I always like team combinations like that. Like just now, I fought a freaking team combination of like Strike Deku, Denki, and Tech Dabi, and Tech Dabi would do the freaking his gamma while Kaminari is doing his beta, and man, did it just delete me and my team. But that's not gonna be in this video. Maybe for another video, who knows? We'll see. I would love to do different team combinations like that. So I caught this guy here, which just allowed us to just completely annihilate his HP. Yeah. So yeah, the villains just feel super strong right now. With the addition of Overhaul, sadly, you know, Awful One got nerfed or whatever, but I still think, despite his nerf, the villains are still super strong. So that was a cool little game. Teamwork was pretty nice. Let's hop into this second match. So here we go, hopping into the second match. This time, let's see, the Dabi is the same. The only one that changed out is Overhaul. Right here, I am typing in the chat to my teammates saying my bad because I was AFK in the beginning of this, so I didn't spawn into the map with them. But I think that might have kind of turned out for a good thing. I don't know. We'll see. So, started going in, looting up. Thank goodness I was able to get that team heal. It is always great to get a team heal super early, especially when I'm far away from my teammates, just in case things go south and they need help. So an Overhaul also spawned in with me, and I'm surprised he didn't go after the chests. I feel like he's being cautious. Maybe too cautious? I don't know. Like, bro definitely could have attacked me from up there. Yeah, he's just chilling. He's healing. I don't know. I expected him to, like, you know, push forward and try to attack me. Typically, a lot of people, when they see a Strike Shigaraki in the beginning of a match, they push forward to take him down because he's not a super big threat in the beginning of the match. It's when it's later in the match when he has all his upgrades that people consider him a super big threat. So, I'm surprised he didn't attack me. He is up there crouching too. I'm like, what is this team doing? Like, why don't they just try to go for the chest or something? By this point, I just figured that they were maybe using the chest to bait people inside so they could all go ahead and, you know, attack us. But I didn't want to be the victim of that, so I went ahead and went the other direction. If they are going to jump somebody and use the bait and use the chest as bait, hey, do your thing. We will deal with you when that time comes. So I'm back up with my team. I got level 7 alpha, level 2 beta, and I haven't done anything with my gamma. I should maybe change that just for the damage value of the gamma, because being able to ignore, you know, the opponent's shield is a very clutch skill. Shoot, that's why a bar is so dangerous, honestly. That and the fact that she could zone you out, she can kite you. So by this point, typical strat, passing around items, you know, checking out our situation, and taking things from there. So, yeah, I'm loving how the villains are. A character a villain that I'm personally excited for when they do release him, you know, eventually, is Muscular. I want to see how they're gonna do, like, you know, him being a powerhouse. I definitely know he should be a assault type character. I wouldn't be surprised if they made him maybe like a striker too, but I would expect him more so to be assault because he's known for his heavy attacks. Plus, his muscle also works his defense as well. He would be like he would be like the villain version of Kirishima in this game. I have to put it simply. That's what I would expect, and I feel like that's going to be very interesting, very intriguing. Not to mention the different moves he can have. So, I had that phone call. I had to go ahead and mute that for a second. But yeah, it would be very interesting to go ahead and see how that would go. So by this point, where I'm trying to go and attack this team with a couple of alphas. I was trying to catch that Mount Lady in the bush because she went ahead and started healing. And by this point, yeah, I'm trying to count Mount Lady up there. Hey, my aim was on point right there. So yeah, so now I'm trying to catch this Mount Lady because I know that she is low on health. And there goes the plus ultra. I scared her into plus ultra, which is good because that means she used it and get it out of her system. But now I can't catch her because she got, you know, her kicks back, and I can't, you know, can't pursue her like I want to. So by this point, everybody is coming to the area that me and my team are at. So I just started throwing random alphas out and seeing who can I catch. Went in there, grabbed some moves. The Mount Lady came back. I'm not sure why she came back, but she did. Now I'm trying to attack this Ochako, and then I realized, oh hey, my team was a little bit away from me. Let me move and change that. So Brother's team had a team on me of Assault Shigaraki, Overhaul, and someone else. I don't know who the other person was. So I started throwing alphas at them. I don't know how Shigaraki saw me right there. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how he saw me. I don't know if Amos is locked onto me or what, but somehow he saw me. So I was able to get a good gamma on him, start throwing some more alphas to go ahead and get him and his team to back up off me because I need my space, I need to heal, and my team need heals. But then I got stopped from healing. So now I'm focusing on dodging. I'm sorry, Overhaul. I was trying to get you up or trying to heal you up, but I kept getting interrupted on my heals. So look at the damage go up, just pure. But yeah, so I'm excited for the villains. You know, I guess tell me in the comments, who is y'all's favorite villain? I feel like for me by this point, it's obvious that it's between both Dabi and Shigaraki. But if I say it for me, it's more so Shigaraki. But tell me who your favorite villain is in this show. I would love to know. You know, comment that down below. And then let's see. If you made it this far into the video and like, you know, you're watching it and everything, comment down below Disaster Walker. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I go back into the storm, got my got my Overhaul's chip. And here is where I mentioned the Overhaul thing, how it's gonna come into play. See, look at him right there. Just running around. Like the germaphobe he is. So, I'm healing in the storm. I want to make sure I have max health before I go grab this guy by his scruff. Boom, grabbed him, and look what he did. That's crazy. That didn't look like his special action. That kind of looked like a double gamma. So, because of that, as you guys can see, I am leaking. I'm now trying to dodge because that double gamma just gave him the advantage he needed and his team to go ahead and annihilate my HP. So now, for the next couple minutes, I'm going to be talking to the other Overhaul about how much I hate that glitch. Okay, so if you don't know what it is, you haven't seen it before, there you go. You can rewind it. You're going to hear my voice a little bit. You feel free to rewind the video and look at that. I sat up here, I grabbed him in the air because I figured I was probably going to go ahead and take him out. I was probably going to, you know, down him right there if he didn't do that. But what did he do? He just double tapped the gamma with no hesitation, no remorse, just abused it immediately. That is the very thing that has been costing me thousands of points. And you're like, but wait, Taz, how is it costing you thousands of points? Also, whether y'all call me Taz or Tez, either one, doesn't matter to me. I probably would prefer Tez since, you know, there's another Taz that people, you know, kind of still confuse me with. So Tez would probably be easier. But Tez, what do you mean it costs you thousands of points? I have had countless of matches where I would sit up here and fight an Overhaul or somebody with a Overhaul on their team, and when I get closer downing them or his teammates, he just double spams gamma, and I can't do nothing about it because he just falls out of whatever move I do. So if I'm All Might doing United States of Smash, his beta, he's just gonna gamma out of it. He'll take the damage, but I'm still gonna get hit and still take like let's see, I don't think what's the number, it's like 240 damage because that's double gamma. His gamma does like 126 or something like that. So yeah, so it's just insanely unfair that he practically has 4 special actions because his gamma is glitched right now. I was really hoping that they fixed that. Yeah, so just me and the Overhaul just talking about how people abusing that glitch is so annoying, and more and more people are obviously finding out about it because they just have no issues with abusing it, you know, in the higher ranks. So that's me yapping on about that right there. So hopefully they take care of that. But man, yeah, it left me stunned because I'm pretty sure that if he didn't do that, he was done. Overall Pi would have been down and I would have had no issues.
Might as well.
So by this point, Dabi clutched in, went ahead and got the last chip that he needed, the last player card, revive card, and we just went ahead and hopped back into the match. So yeah, so there goes that right there in case y'all are still wondering about it. Oh, man, that is still fried. Like, when I play Overhaul, I try not to use it because, like, I understand how freaking cheap / cheating that is. So, I can't confirm that I don't use it, but I try not to use it. And those of you who just use it without no shame, shame on you. I'm saying that. Shame on you guys. I can't wait till they fix that. I so can't wait. So, By this point, I start laying down Decay in here because they're in an enclosed space, so everybody's, look at the numbers go, even at low levels. Imagine if I had level 9. I would have got like several downs right there if I was at level 9. So, Valko is down by the Toga right there, I believe. Oh no, it was Deku down. Because yeah, I went ahead and grabbed him. I got healed by Overhaul, I believe, thank goodness. Now I'm trying to catch this Deku because he's doing too much. So this late in the game, if I get revived into a game and I'm playing Red Shigaraki, what I typically try to do is, if I'm this late in the game, I just upgrade his beta afterwards, because with the circle being this close together, it'll be better for me to upgrade the beta and cover more ground versus upgrading the alpha, where that, you know, we don't have a whole lot of room. Like it's still useful, but beta will be way more useful when the circle is like this. So right over here, I start slowing down beta. It's still only level 3 for right now. I caught that twice out the year. So awesome. I wanted to catch him with my special action, but I missed. But thank goodness, Dawi's Fireball caught that. So now I'm trying to tell my team that Twice is up here and we don't want him to get back up. I tried to use Beta to go ahead and hop up there, but it missed. So at this point, yeah, I just go there and grab him myself. I'm trying to finish him off ASAP because I have no healing, no nothing, bro. I need to change that. And so yeah, I take this time to grab these cards, grab these items, and I upgrade Beta. So yep, there's a Todoroki. Who's the other one? Who's the last Pokemon? Okay, Todoroki, I saw one. It's Toga, maybe. Okay, no, there it goes. Okay, so Toga did the team. So yeah, so that right there just did that, and I used these last couple of cards to max out my Beta. We'll go a little bit into Alpha, and I'm trying to catch Aizawa, which we got him. No issues. So this is just something short for me to go ahead and post for today. Hopefully, I'll come with a better idea tomorrow. If you guys enjoyed this and to talk about, you know, my villain, Ultra Rumble, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Again, favorite villains and villains you're looking forward to that are going to be added into the game. And that's really it for me. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.